Hi, my name is Edson Castillo, and this is my Where I'm From video poem for my Asian American Studies class, the family class, 121. Basically, the whole goal of assignment is to talk about Bronfenbrenner's ecological system and how it relates to my life. To start off, uh, Bronfenbrenner's, can never get that name right. His ecological system consists of systems that affect our daily lives. It's a theory where he states there's multiple layers of systems that affect our day to day lives. And he calls them the microsystem, the mesosystem, the exosystem, macrosystem, and chronosystem. Basically, what they are, it's microsystem is the direct relationships you have with your friends and family. Mesosystem is their interactions with each other that you see. Exosystem is the more indirect influences that you don't see but are still very present. Macro system is just the overall culture, society, the city you grew up in, the country you grew up in this case, United States. And the last one is chronology. Chronosystem. Basically, time. It's the best way of putting it, how time can affect and influence our lives. Basically, they're all like systems that affect your day to day lives. They're all, whether it's from a couple friends, at school, or maybe just, teachers, maybe your coworkers, all the way up to basically your entire life. And for my personal experience, I have a lot of um, experience with the microsystem. I talk to friends, I talk to family, I have relationships with them. It's not just small talk. And there are definitely many situations where I have felt that. I have felt the impact of the microsystem. I mean, it's usually pretty readily apparent for almost anyone. Like you talk to people, you have relationships with them. They could be good, they could be bad, they could be just okay. But regardless, that's what it is. And same thing with the mesosystem, because a lot of people live, in houses with a lot of family members, or especially a lot of Asian families over there in the East, or, they go to work with a lot of coworkers. That's a mesosystem. You see how people interact with each other, and that's going to affect you, whether you acknowledge it or not. Um, Exosystem is basically what you don't see. For me personally, I'm obviously I don't know literally, but I'm I'm pretty sure that the exosystem has affected me a lot for my entire life. And there's just people who say or think things about me that behind my back. And sometimes they're probably good, sometimes they're not so good. And yeah, I've not every relationship is a big win. I've lost friends, not due to like passing away, just sometimes moving, like physical, like they have to, the family's gonna move elsewhere, or we just fall into friendship. So It's just how life is. And microsystem, well, I'm, I'm, I'm born in Fresno, California, and I have lived here my entire life. So that would be my macro system, basically the my foundation, where I was born, my my go-to personality traits come from a lot of the places I go here, a lot of the societal norms. I grew up in Fresno, and I will say those first, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 systems that Bronfenbrenner mentions, well, yes, they can be a little bit frightening. I still think that, within maneuverability, you can manage those. You can, if you don't like your current friends, you could, go make new ones. You've not many people like not a lot of people like their families. You move out of city, move out of state or another country. But the one thing you can't change in Bronfenbrenner's ecological system is the chrono system, time. You can care for your current self and your future as much as you want, but that past is written, set. It's literally in the past, and there's just nothing you can do about it. So the best thing moving forward is to use the mistakes you made in the past and learn from them, and you know make the best out of your 5 systems.